everybody. Welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. We are your bookcast hostesses, Brooke and
Beck.
And today has felt like a long day.
It has been a long day.
And today we're going to talk about favorite colors. What's your favorite color, Becky?
Blue.
No way.
Yes, way.
Yeah, mine too. My sister wanted me to say that.
What's her favorite color?
Yeller.
That's my sister's favorite color.
We are all the same.
What? She called me one day and she goes, "What's my favorite color?"
Oh my gosh, not testing you.
Yellow. She said, "What's your favorite color?" I said, "Blue." She said, "What color is my bedroom?" And I said, "Blue." She said, "What color is your bedroom?" And I said, "Yellow."
Oh no. That's funny. Y'all are funny.
Too funny.
What are the odds?
I know. Really weird.
Blue, I always hear, is a great color for bedrooms because it's calm.
Yellow supposedly isn't, but I've never had a problem with going to sleep in there.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't.
When
I knock out pretty easily.
When I get to redoing my room, I'm going to have a big peacock on the wall.
Yeah.
I love peacocks.
So we're going to have like blue, like turquoise, purple, green.
Yep.
Love it. Is the actual bird going to be there too, or is it just going to be the feathers?
No. I would like to have a peacock though. But my neighbors might not appreciate it because they would do this really loud call. And the first time I heard it, I was like, what the heck is that? And it was a peacock.
That's why whenever we finally get goats, I kind of hope they scream, you know? Freak the neighbors out.
We saw some goats today.
Yeah. Yesterday. Do tell about your sister's goats.
Well, they had 8 kids.
Aww.
But there's 2 more pregnant goats they haven't delivered yet.
Wow.
But 2 of the 8 passed away.
Aww.
And that's the saddest part about having farm animals.
Right.
So the one mom had 4 babies. And that would have been okay, but another goat had a baby that she abandoned, and it had a cleft palate, which is why she abandoned it. But the mother who had the 4 babies just saw that poor little baby over there crying and hungry. She didn't know it was sick.
Yeah.
So she adopted it. But when she did that, there wasn't enough food for 5 babies. So unfortunately, the one who the mother initially abandoned because it wasn't going to survive died. And one of the 4 babies died because it was malnourished.
Yeah.
So that was really sad. But the other goats are really happy. They're adorable.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's 2 more mamas getting ready to have more babies. So they're getting ready to have lots of kids running around.
Lots of kids everywhere.
Of kids. There was a all white one, and it's a girl. And she was the first one to wake up when we went down there, and she's going, "Meh, meh." And she found one of the moms, but it wasn't her mom. And it headbutted her.
Oh.
I felt so bad for her.
Oh
and she was standing next to the barn, so she got hit up against the barn.
Aww.
I was like, no, the poor baby.
Aww.
Normally she bites them if they start nursing her and they're not hers.
Yeah.
She's like, get away.
She just was not having it.
She doesn't do the not her babies.
Yeah. Ain't no babysitter.
And then one of the little boy goats, after the white one started calling for her mom, he decided he was hungry too.
Yeah.
And he starts crying and crying. And his mom, my niece says, that's his mom right there. She's just standing there looking at him, chewing her food like, what's wrong with you, kid?
Yeah.
And she was not going to come up.
That's funny.
He just kept crying and crying. And finally she just meanders on over there like, okay, I guess.
Whatever. You're not going to be quiet.
And another one of the mama goats had somehow gotten into another field that they're not supposed to be in.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows anything about ghosts, they're always escaping.
Yeah.
And so she went over there and got her, and she just came where she was supposed to go. And then she's like, oh, yeah, I have babies. And so she went into the barn.
Right.
They were asleep, and she woke them up. She's like, hello, I'm here.
Worship me.
It was very funny. Goats are adorable.
I love goats.
Their Billy goat took a liking to me, and my niece said that was weird because he's shy.
Yeah.
Which is, that's weird to me because I thought Billy goats are kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's kind of a shy, sweet goat. And he kept putting his nose right up on me and like, give me attention, give me attention. And so I thought that was sweet.
Took a liking to you.
Yeah. Animals like me.
Yeah. I think so. My animals seem to like you. I don't know. Pumpkin's just indifferent to everybody. I mean, she loves when people come over, but loves it too much. Like the people are like, okay, get off of me.
Stop clawing me now.
Yeah. I wasn't signing up to play with you. That's pretty cool. I love goats too.
Yeah, and they're going to sell the baby boy goats.
Yeah.
I want one.
Should get
one.
I
don't have, I live inside the city limits, so, they have laws on the animals and how much acreage and all that. Emma says they'll never know.
Yeah.
But
so you start screaming and escaping.
Yeah. I have to be careful about that because there are laws about it. So. Yeah. But one reason that we came a little bit later than you said we could come is because we drove down. We were here early, actually.
Oh, okay.
And we ate lunch, and then we drove to Gatesville, which is one of the places that's halfway between your house and where I'm going to hopefully have the big farm.
Mm-hmm.
And so we drove down there and we're like, oh, that would be a good spot for the cafe. And and then in Thomaston, we also found a spot that might be nice for the cafe. So I don't know. We're like, that's nice. But then since we were in Yatesville, we're like, let's go to Butler. And so we drove to Butler and we're like, since we're here, let's go to the farm.
Yeah, may as well.
And I was like, I don't know if I want to go back and do a podcast. I mean,
I know.
It's so pretty outside.
It's so pretty. See, that's why we decided to talk about favorite colors was because I was leaving work since I worked a short shift today.
Mm-hmm.
Left a little bit later so I could run somebody's break who listens to the podcast. You're welcome.
Better be thankful.
You're welcome. And I was leaving and I was telling my sister, I was like, honestly, I'm really tired. I was like, I want to record the podcast, but I was like, kind of just want to like go home and not do anything.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, don't worry about it. Just do a chill episode. Just start by asking about favorite colors and stuff, And I was like, okay, sure. I was like, well, we're still going to talk about books, but.
Right. I wish we could do it outside.
Oh, I know.
So
it's such a nice day. It's chilly in the shade.
Yeah.
And at work this morning, freezing. My hands hurt so bad. But out in the sun, it feels really nice.
We were at the baby goats last night a little longer than I would have liked to have been.
Yeah.
I was like, so when do you guys want to, go back up to the house? My
funny.
Face felt like it was going to freeze off.
Yeah.
And I had snot running down my face. Not attractive.
Glamorous. The glamorous life of the farm.
Glamorous. That's so funny because I was walking around going, I could do this every morning.
I know, right? This is the life I want. Dirt everywhere and
are there
animal
any single
feces
guys out there that are okay with that? Look at your woman with snot running down her face and be like, that's my girl.
My lady. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was out. It was such a nice day. I was actually out shooting my bow. It was really nice.
Yeah, you texted and I was like, man, she wants me to get a bow. And I want
want you to get a bow.
I want one. I've wanted one. When I took that archery class, I wanted one.
Yeah.
But they're expensive. I've never found the right moment to just spend it on that.
Yeah, splurge on something like that.
I would love to.
Yeah, I would love you to.
And I want a crossbow so bad.
Yeah. That's more zombie killing.
I used to watch this show that was set in like the 1500s, I think, in England.
Yeah.
And the girl had a crossbow, and that's why I wanted one.
Yeah.
And I always thought, what if like for some reason you don't have a gun and you need protection? Like that's easier.
Yeah.
Than pulling up that big bow and arrow.
Yeah. They are really hard to pull back.
Yeah. Thank you, Emma. This kid.
Knowledgeable.
Mom, I know you really want to do blah, 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 but you don't have the thank you.
But here's the con. That's funny. She's a realist.
She is. I'm a dreamer.
Yeah.
I've always been a dreamer.
Yep.
Big ideals.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. I was out there shooting and it was just quiet.
Were you listening to your music?
I was listening to some music. It was nice. It was really windy, but I still did okay despite the wind. Yeah. Except one. I was one whole set that I shot. All of them were in the center target except one. One was like, whoop, way over here. I was like, oh no.
Definitely the wind's fault.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna say. Okay. All right. What do we do now?
Well,
lead
talk
the way.
About books. You're gonna have to really lead on that one because still not finished with those other two, and I haven't started anything new.
Blimey.
And the reason I haven't started anything new is because the girls are really tired of listening to my books in the car. And I was really so wrapped up in that series. I only wanted to listen to that.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to listen to any music. So
I don't blame you.
I'm letting them have a reprieve. But that book series by Michael J. Sullivan was so good.
I'm glad.
I want to start another series by him. He has several other series. And there's one called Nolyn, which is, I think it's the latest series he's writing. But chronologically, it's next in the world that I just got through reading.
It's like a sequel series?
Yeah.
Nolyn?
Yes. And I think it's spelled Nolyn, I think.
Okay. I'll look it up
See,
anyway.
I thought it was spelled Nolan, but when I saw the cover, I don't think that's how it's spelled. But I could be wrong.
Well, if it's fantasy, they probably did switch it up.
But
gonna make it fantastical.
I'm interested to see what it's going to be like because at the end of the last book that I just read, one of the gods made a prophecy about Nolyn and one of his not ancestors, one of his heirs, like someone in his future, in his lineage. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Someone in his lineage. He makes a prophecy about them. So I'm interested to see if that is fulfilled in that series. But it's got 2 books out already in that series, I think, and the third one's getting ready to come out in the summer. I think something like that. Our coworker would know much better. He and I were talking about that on Saturday.
Yeah. Saturday.
It feels like 100 years since I've seen him.
Yeah, I know, because he was off feeling all week, and he didn't come in all week until Saturday.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh.
I know, it's so good to see him.
I know. He's cool. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. So last week was our book club episode.
Right.
And we chit-chatted about Twilight. So if everybody is excited to hear about that and hasn't, it's the previous episode. You should go back and listen. One of our friends, avid listeners, said that it was really funny.
Oh, good.
Yeah. That's what I live for, so thank you. Yeah. I was...
We're celebrities within our circle of friends.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. I know one of our coworkers, when we were working together the other day on Saturday, he came up to us and was like, oh, is that the 2 hostesses from Happily Booked? I was like, you're darn tootin' it is. He's like, can I have your autograph? I said, yes, you can. So silly. He's also the one I knit this sweater for. See how it's returned back into my home?
Yeah. Wait, where is it?
Right here.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't see. Are you making it longer?
Yeah, the back is too short.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
So, next winter, he'll be able to wear it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be cold again. I mean,
it is going to be cold these next few days, or chillier. The lows are low. It's only
going to be cold in the morning.
Yeah.
It's not like he's going to want to wear that all day.
Right. No, definitely not. No, that's like a wintertime fabric, for sure.
It's very pretty.
Thank you. I don't like it as much as the first sweater I knit.
Yeah.
I like those colors, but I don't know what it is. Once I finished it, I was like, dang, it's fine. It looks good, and he liked it.
Yeah.
But I was expecting something more.
Well, I think you were just really disappointed that you couldn't get the colors to finish the other one.
Yeah, the green and tan. Yeah, I'm definitely knitting myself a sweater with those. It's giving crop top knit sweater.
That's funny. One of our other coworkers saw your sweater that I made you, and he's like, I need one of those
right now.
And he goes, I want it in pink and blue and purple.
I know.
I think are the 3 colors he said.
I was like, dang.
First of all,
get in line.
Our other coworker who you were just talking about a minute ago is still waiting on her sweater.
Her fall sweater. Her orangey Mandela sweater.
Yeah, so I got to get that done first.
Yeah.
And I'm working on 2 blankets.
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to do Christmas stuff again. So I love you. I've I really do, but you're going to have to wait. It's going to be a minute.
It's going to be a second. Because you ain't got time to like finish all these things. I understand.
I can't start a new project right now.
I understand. I do. I want to so bad, but I'm like, ah.
Imagine if I made him a sweater and gave it to him before she got hers.
Oh my gosh, no.
We already
injustice.
got beef at work. She'd really get me.
Oh no, she'd see you after work.
Yeah,
That's
she
for
would.
sure. That's funny.
She knows where I live too, so.
Yeah, I don't think I told you, but I had ordered the rest of my yarn for my temperature blanket. So I've had it now, and I'm still behind on my temperature.
I was about to ask you. I can see orange in it. It looks cute.
Yeah, thank you. I worked a little bit on it yesterday.
It looks like Happily Booked colors.
It does. It does. I know. I didn't notice that until one of your daughters said that.
Yeah.
Like one of the last few
sweet.
times y'all were here, and I was like, huh, it is exactly the same colors.
Yeah.
As Happily
So how
Booked.
far behind are you now?
Well, let's see.
I think I'm a week behind again.
So that's better than me. I did work on it a little bit yesterday. One of my friends, avid listeners, came over. We went to the gym, and then she came over, and we had tacos for dinner and watched a movie. And while we were watching the movie, I was working on it, but I only got like 2 days done while we were watching the movie. The next day I need to do is February 26th.
Well,
It's not as
too
bad. It's not as bad as it could have been if I
Yeah.
didn't try to catch up on the way to Florida and back.
Yeah.
I say and back. I only knit on the way there. I didn't knit on the way back. I can't lie. So I'm gonna work on it. I don't know. I don't really feel like working on it this evening. I think once y'all leave, I'm probably gonna shower and then read and go to bed.
I'm going to do some reading tonight if that makes you feel better.
It makes me feel great.
I'd like to get 2 chapters in both of my books read.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm really sleepy. I'm just really sleepy. I woke up. You want to know when I woke up?
Sure.
I took a 5 to 11 shift.
Okay.
And I don't go in at 5 anymore because I moved far away.
Right.
If I lived closer, I would open every day.
Yeah.
I like opening, but I just can't do it.
Yeah, it's a long drive from here to where we work.
I woke up to get there at 5. I would need to leave essentially 4 to 4:10.
Right.
4:10's pushing it. So 4. So I got up at 3:45.
And you just threw stuff on?
I was so shocked at how awake I was. And granted, Austin also gets home at that time.
Okay.
So I think maybe I heard him pulling up or something, and that
woke you up?
Maybe woke me up. But I remember I had 2 alarms set. I had one for 3:45 and one for 3:50. And at 3:50, I was like, gotta get up, gotta get dressed, gotta go.
Right.
And so I was laying there. I woke up and I was laying there and I was like, I could probably get up. I'm not gonna yet, but I probably could. Just chilling. And then my 3:45 alarm goes off. And I was like, well, I guess I'm getting up now. And I got up and got dressed and let the dogs out and whatever and left. I was more alert than I should have been at work.
Yeah.
I was in such good spirits, way more than I should have been.
And you work tomorrow too, right?
And I work tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to have to get out of your hair.
It's
so
okay.
you can go to bed.
Y'all are like little lice. I'm just kidding. Little lice that I
was
love.
Rude. It's the rudest thing she's ever said.
I love
to me.
my little lice. So yeah, I'm just tired because of that. Not really. And
your eyes are red.
I honestly think it's the pollen too, though, because I was outside shooting and I was okay, but I could tell my eyes were getting irritated.
I had a migraine again last night.
Oh no!
I was at my sister's house, and I think it's the wisteria.
Yeah,
I'm so allergic to it. I love it.
What does it look like?
It's that purple.
Oh, okay.
Stuff.
Me and my friend were talking about that yesterday.
I would walk right up to it and smell it, but if I did that, I'd be out.
It's so pretty.
It's beautiful, and the smell is so intoxicating. But I am so allergic.
That's crazy.
And I swear that's why I had a terrible headache yesterday, and it was so bad. And I was going to take some ibuprofen at dinner, and my brother-in-law was like, "You're going to take ibuprofen?" I said, "Yeah, that's what I take. I don't like Tylenol. It doesn't do anything for me." He goes, "I've heard aspirin's better for a headache." And I said, "Okay." He goes,
"Wink, wink."
He goes, do you want some Motrin? And I said, sure.
Why not?
I'll take some Motrin. And my sister, because she gets migraines, so she had Motrin migraine. And it did knock it out really well.
That's good.
It was causing a lot of tension too, like, because it was everywhere, just everything hurt. So like my neck and shoulders hurt. And Emma had some lavender oil and she rubbed it on my neck, and that really helped too.
That's nice.
Yeah. So yeah, this is not going to be a good season for me. I'm thinking the pollen is really affecting me.
Really?
I haven't had migraines. I can't tell you before 3 weeks ago or whatever it was when I had that migraine. I can't tell you the last time I had a migraine, and now I've had two.
I had never in my life experienced a migraine except one day at work. Mm-hmm. I had a sinus infection. Mm-hmm. I didn't really realize I had a sinus infection. I just figured allergies were just really taking a toll on me.
Yeah.
And one day while I was at work, I just started to realize that, like, the only way I could describe it to our manager was that I can see, but I can't see. Mm-hmm. And she was like, what? And I was like, I mean, I can see, but I can't see. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I know you're there, but I cannot see your face very well. I can't focus on you. The second I look up into the sky, it's just like black dots everywhere. My head's killing me. Mm-hmm. Like, it freaked me out because I've never had a migraine before.
Right.
And so I went to the eye doctor, and they were like, you have a sinus infection. Your eyes are fine. And I was like, well, define fine, because I have to wear contacts and glasses, but they're fine for you. I was like, well, okay. And they prescribed me antibiotics. So it was really nice of them.
That was nice.
But it freaked me out because I was like, I will freak out if my eyesight goes wacko.
Yeah.
I will freak out. But that sucks though. Now I always felt for people who had migraines anyway, because I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Because of how intense it seems already. But then when I had it, I was like, oh, wow. Really puts it into perspective. Really unfortunate.
Yeah, like you start to understand how come they can't focus.
Yeah.
They can't work.
I couldn't see people's faces. It was so weird.
One of our coworkers gets migraines frequently.
Yeah.
And they make her throw up. Like she vomits. It's not
bad.
good. Yeah. Migraines are not fun.
No.
I'm glad I don't get them on a
regular
regular basis.
We feel for you people.
Yeah,
if you have migraines, we feel for you.
Absolutely. So, what books are you reading? Did you finish anything this week?
So, technically I finished stuff last week, but we didn't talk about it because we talked about Twilight.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of skipped over it. I was trying to organize my notes, but I don't think I did a very good job because I started writing and then I stopped. So it's my fault. Did I say I had finished New Moon? We talked about that briefly in Twilight, or in our Twilight episode. So I had finished New Moon, the second book in the Twilight series, the Twilight Saga by Stephenie Meyer, and New Moon is my favorite because blah, 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 Team Jacob and all that. Yeah, that's right. Sigh. And it was good. I annotated it the same way I annotated Twilight. Mm-hmm. And so there were sticky notes all throughout it with me just saying just my random thoughts on the moment of whether or not Bella's a moron or whatever's happening, because I can't tell you exactly what happens because you don't know. But just my dislike for certain characters and my preference for others.
You sent me a TikTok, right? About
I did. Oh, it was so funny.
That was hilarious.
That was one of the funniest videos I've ever watched. I sent that
red flagged it
to everybody else I know that read it also with us, and they were just laughing. Oh, that was so funny. She was like something about Bella drank 2 jugs of milk, and she was like, red flag. I was like, you are funny.
Bella is a red flag.
Bella is a red flag.
I didn't think about it until you and I were talking about the book, and I was like, wait a minute. Should you be Team Edward or Team Jacob? Right. Should it really be about who should they be with instead of Bella?
Yeah. Should Bella even be the heroine in this story? Hello? She sort of sucks. But yeah, I like New Moon. It was really funny. I finished it and I put a sticky note, the very last sticky note in the book. And I sent a picture of it to one of our friends. And I said, LOL, I hate this. That's what the sticky note says. I hate this. I hate this. But I rated it 5 stars. So last week when we talked about Twilight, I think I said I rated it 5 stars. Mm-hmm. And in the moment, I could have sworn that was the truth. but it wasn't.
What did you rate
Thank goodness that I didn't have my hand on a Bible. 4. That's all.
At least it wasn't a 3.
Right, 2. Like, I realized that after, and I was like, I don't know why I thought that. I don't know. I also watched Newman the movie, and I know we briefly talked about that too. Pretty good. So much better than the first movie, Twilight. So much better. I mean, mountains and mountains better than the first movie. What else did I read? I finished the book called Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. That was great. That was a great book. I loved it. I loved that book. My mom just finished it today.
And
she was like, I'm just crying the whole time on the way home from work. I hope you're happy. I was like, I am. I'm so
At least
happy.
she didn't almost wreck her car.
Right. No, apparently she was good this time. She was just very emotional. It's a great book. Let's see if I can talk about it.
Tell me about your book.
So, I just thought it was so good. I'm going to read the synopsis of it, if I can find it somewhere. Okay. The synopsis of Remarkably Bright Creatures. After Tova Sullivan's husband died, she began working the night shift at the Sowell Bay Aquarium, mopping floors and tidying up. Keeping busy has always helped her cope, which she's been doing since her 18-year-old son, Eric, mysteriously vanished on a boat in the Puget Sound over 30 years ago. As she works, Tova becomes acquainted with a curmudgeonly Marcellus, a giant Pacific octopus living at the aquarium. Marcellus knows more than anyone can imagine, but wouldn't dream of lifting one of his 8 tentacles for his human captors, until he forms an unlikely friendship with Tova. Charming, compulsively readable, and full of wit, Shelby Van Pelt's debut novel is a beautiful exploration of friendship, reckoning, and hope. A reminder that sometimes taking a hard look at the past can help uncover a future that once felt impossible. Ever the detective, Marcellus deduces what happened the night Tova's son disappeared. As his affection for Tova grows, Marcellus must use every trick his old invertebrate body can muster to unearth the truth for her before it's too late. For fans of A Man Called Ove, a luminous debut novel about a widow's unlikely friendship with a giant Pacific octopus reluctantly residing at the local aquarium, and the truth she finally uncovers about her son's disappearance 30 years ago. It was so good. It was so funny. And it was so charming and sweet and heartfelt. It was a great debut novel. Like, she did amazing. And I didn't realize it was a debut novel. Like, I read the synopses on books, but I don't, like, retain every little bit of information.
Right.
So I'm sure I scanned over where it said debut novel, debut novel when I read it. But after I finished it, I was like, looking up, what else has she written? I need to read everything else by this lady, and there's nothing else. And I'm so sad. But it was, I know I briefly talked about it in another episode, where you're mainly following Marcellus the octopus, Tova, the cleaning lady, and the guy named Caron. Cameron's his name. Yeah, so that book was really, really good. And the way the characters are all drawn together, coming closer and closer to the end, it's just wonderful. It is so wonderful. I was like cooking, and I guess I was cleaning. I was sweeping. So I was like sweeping and cooking at the same time. And I kept like getting all sniffly and like teary-eyed. I kept having to pause the book. It was on audio. That's another, like, if you're going to read it, I suggest the audio because it was so good. There's 2 different narrators. The guy that narrates Marcellus the octopus, phenomenal. Like, does such a great job, like, being this character. It is so funny. But I was in the kitchen, like, sweeping and stuff and, like, crying. And Ranger came over and was like, hello? Are you okay? And I paused and I was like, Ranger, it's just such a good book. I can't.
Do I need to
right
bite
now.
someone for you, Mom?
Right. I was like, I just can't. It's just really good. That was great. 5-star. Loved it. Beautiful. What else did I read? Tell me.
I don't know.
I watched the 1990 version of The Stand, the TV miniseries.
Oh, wait, yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. We didn't talk about it here, though, right?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't think so. I think we talked
Sometimes
about it at work.
the life outside of the podcast and during the podcast, it gets a little mixed up.
That's why we try not to talk about stuff at
It's
work,
so
but
hard.
it is hard. It's so hard.
And then it's like, people are going to think we don't like each other.
I know.
And then I get jealous because you're over here talking to him about the books, you know? And then I can't help it, you know? So yeah, it's hard. It's hard sometimes to not talk to you about stuff regarding what we're reading and whatnot. But the 1990 version TV miniseries, The Stand by Stephen King, it was pretty good. It was all right. It was filmed in 1990, comparatively to what I've seen now. You know, it was okay.
Most Stephen King movies.
Yeah, from back yonder.
Yeah, little
cheesy.
Yeah, a little cheesy.
A little cheesy. It was decent though. I did enjoy it.
Have you ever seen The Langoliers?
No.
Cheesy.
All kinds of cheese on that guy. And I enjoyed it though. Our coworker, who was reading the Michael J. Sullivan books as well.
Right.
He had told me, he said, the 1990 version of The Stand is pretty accurate with the book. But the newer one, the 2020 version of The Stand, which I have not watched yet, he said it was made more like sort of like Station 11 was made. And I was like, I'm still going to watch it. Because that doesn't mean it's going to be bad. Station 11, the show, is not bad. It's just not accurate to the book. So you just have to approach it with that mindset. Anyway, not going to get into that. That was last year's drama.
Right.
This is this year's drama.
Moving on.
So I'm eager to see the differences. Well, that was a big sniff. I didn't expect it to catch that. I did notice a few differences here and there that I was sort of like, they could have kept that the same.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's okay. And then there was some differences where I was like, yeah, that's okay. Some of the ways that the characters, this is going to come off really judgmental, but it was 1990, you know? Some of the way the characters dressed, I was like, you're supposed to be intimidating. And no offense, but you look like a doofus. And I'm not scared of you or concerned for anybody else's safety around you. Because you look like a doofus.
Oh, no.
But it was good. I liked it enough. It's like 5.5 hours on YouTube.
Wow.
I didn't sit down for 5.5 hours.
That's a long movie.
But like I would watch a good chunk, 40 to maybe an hour.
Miniseries?
Yeah, TV miniseries. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
5 hours is a lot.
Right. So I would like watch maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, and then it would like fade to black, and I'm like, this is probably the end of the first episode, quote unquote. So I would like stop it, go about my life, and come back the next day.
Right.
It was pretty good. I like watching adaptations, even if they disappoint me, you know? I like to experience the disappointment. I finished the book that our manager gave us.
Oh, how'd you like it? How many stars did you give it?
It was good. It was pretty good. I gave it 3 stars.
Okay.
That's not a bad thing. That's just an average thing. That's okay. Most books are about 3 stars, you know?
I forgot you started reading that.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was entertaining enough. It was very funny. I really liked how it was written from Southerners' point of view, including like the language that Southerners use within the dialogue. So that was fun. I don't know if I said this last week or the week before, but if I had to like pitch the book to somebody, I would say, first I would say, did you like to watch Duck Dynasty? And if they said no, I'd be like, well, you might not want to read this. But if they said yes, I would say, well, it's sort of like it's a lot like, there's a lot of Duck Dynasty vibes throughout it. And reality, country, rednecks living their lives, TV show. Hunting ducks, making things to hunt ducks. A lot of that. And meets like the Real Housewives. And with a dash, the little meme with the salt, of mystery. It's okay. I don't know until it's separated in like 3 acts. And within the acts are chapters. The first act was okay, intriguing enough. The person who it's a mystery. The person who dies kind of dies. I don't know. It was really like quick. Like I wasn't expecting it to show us. It showed me how they died.
Oh, okay.
Didn't show me who killed them. Didn't show me who done it. But you see the character. You read the character when they die. And then Act 2 is basically getting the characters situated in their new topsy-turvy lives and realizing that, oh, maybe this person didn't die accidentally. And then they start to go into the investigation, the DIY investigation of a mystery, because there's not a real detective on the case. And then the Act 3 was pretty good. Act 3 was more, it felt more whodunit-y, like Agatha Christie, which I'm really not going to compare Agatha Christie to Duck, Duck, Gator by Ken Wheaton. But just to let you know, there is stuff to look forward to. It was pretty entertaining. It was pretty fun. I did feel like it ended very abruptly, though. Like, Act 1 was kind of slow, medium paced, got your attention enough, it was okay. Act 2 was like, okay, we're moving a little bit. Yeah, stuff's happening. Got a little boring here and there, but it was okay. Act 3 moved so fast, and then it was done. And then there was like, okay, so what about this? What about this? What about this? Whatever. It was still okay. It was fine.
Did you guess who did it properly?
Yeah.
Correctly?
Yes. And I don't know if I was happy about that.
Oh.
About the fact that I was able to guess it. I mean... about the fact that I got it.
You wanted to be wrong?
I didn't want it to be that easy.
Oh.
I wanted to be a little surprised. I wanted to be able to rate it like 4 stars for our manager's sake, you know? I did tell him, though, I was reading it. I never told him I finished it, though. He'll listen to this. And he was like, oh, how are you liking it? I was like, yeah, it's all right. And like several people around were like, and I was like, well, it's no offense. I mean, he was like, it's okay.
He would expect that answer from me, not you.
Well, like, he didn't expect, he gave it away. You know, like, he wasn't going to read it. He just wanted to give us books, which is great. I love it. Love it. Give me all the books you want to give me, whenever.
She has a list.
Yeah. Have you heard? I have a list. I just choked on water. Oh, is that drowning if I choke on water?
I thought you were about to spit it all over the microphone.
That's the real question. Is it classified as drowning?
I think so.
If you choke on water. Okay.
If it gets in your lungs and you die,
technically,
you drowned.
Anywho, I read that. Yeah, so that's everything I've read. Have you read anything?
I've not
finished
anything.
That's what I meant.
No.
That's what I've finished.
Haven't finished anything.
Yeah.
But I did read.
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm making progress.
Do that.
Making progress.
I want to talk about that.
And I didn't start any new audiobooks. Those go quicker for me because I have more time to listen.
Yeah.
Than I have time to sit down and read.
Yeah. So then when you're not doing an audiobook, it feels like you're almost not accomplishing anything regarding reading. I understand.
Yes. And I don't mean that to sound snobbish because I wish I could just sit down and read a book.
Right.
But I've given myself too much to do.
I understand.
I'm trying to start my Etsy, or I did start my Etsy. I made a sale.
You made a sale?
Yes, one of our customers that comes through in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
She's one of my favorite customers. I told her about it. She got on there. She bought 2 shirts yesterday.
Oh, that's so great.
So, yay.
Congratulations. Woo-hoo! Does she listen to our podcast?
She does not listen to our podcast. Listen.
I hope you didn't hear that burp.
No one heard that. But she did buy something from my Etsy, so.
That's great.
So I've made one sale. And I'm also trying to finish my book. So I'm going to work on that some more. I did get some stuff added in to chapters I already had written.
Yeah.
And I added a chapter.
Yeah.
And I have some more ideas for some other things to add to one of the chapters, maybe even add another chapter. Mm-hmm. But I have 2 chapters for sure to write to end it. I only have 44 pages. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's going to be...
You're going to have to go and...
long enough to be published.
Sprinkle some stuff in there.
I know that I need to... Okay, this is my dilemma with my book.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
So when I told the story to my niece and nephew, like they were little, and it was a bedtime story, not a book.
Right.
So the initial writing was basically what I told them as a story. And that's not enough to be a book. So now my problem is expounding on what I told them, first of all, and not feeling guilty about changing the story because I'm not really changing it. I'm just adding to it.
Yeah.
But also...
You're enhancing it.
Yes. But also, it is about a kingdom trying to overtake another kingdom, and there's a battle. So now my problem is that I don't really know anything about combat. I don't know if you noticed.
Man,
I'm not a soldier.
It's okay.
I don't know how to write combat. And people die in battles. And I don't know how to write people dying without it being like too much for a kid to read. You know?
So you're aiming for like children's genre or like
Well,
a little higher for middle grade, or
well,
like
I think I'm going to have to go with young adult.
I think I'm gonna have to go straight up to YA. Like
there's some death.
you can add all sorts of stuff then.
I mean, there's murder. Basically.
I mean that's okay. Your niece and nephew can, when they grow up,
they're grown up now.
Oh, there you go. When they read it, they're gonna be like, yeah, our aunt wrote that. Do they like to read?
So they're not my niece and nephew anymore. So my brother's first wife had children.
Okay.
She divorced my brother while he was in Iraq.
Okay.
I'm trying not to say it where she sounds like such a terrible person.
We're not going to get into it.
Yeah. I don't want her to sound terrible.
No.
But when she divorced him, they weren't my niece and nephew anymore because they were only my niece and nephew.
Me and my sister had some cousins, and then we didn't have some cousins.
Oh.
So I understand.
Yeah. So, and I loved them so much. It hurt so much when they didn't belong to us anymore.
Yeah.
And like we didn't get to see them or talk to them and stuff. I am friends with both of them on Facebook. So I get to follow like what they're doing and stuff. And if I get the book completed and published, I'll send them each a copy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not my niece and nephew anymore. It's a little sad, but
that's okay. They're still your family in your heart. And that's all that matters. So
yeah. So I would love for them to love me just as much.
I'm sure they do.
They probably think of me fondly.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
They
probably
have to.
think, yeah.
If they've
have
met
good
you.
memories. So when I first met them, they flew into Atlanta Hartsfield.
Uh-huh.
And my dad and I went to go meet my brother and his family at the airport. And I had to use the restroom, and her daughter had to use the restroom. So I said, well, come on, you can come with me.
Yeah.
She didn't know me, but she came with me because she met me. And so I went to the bathroom.
Not a stranger anymore.
Not technically.
Yeah.
And I said, stand right outside. I waited for her to get done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went in and I said, you stand right outside this stall. I need to see your feet the whole time so I know you're okay. And if somebody starts to bother you, you call me.
Yeah.
I'll come running out of this thing.
Yeah.
Real fast.
Pants down or not. I'm saving you.
So I don't know if she remembers that or not, but that would be, if I were a kid, that'd be something I might remember about somebody
like your
the first time
real
I
interaction
met.
with somebody.
Yeah.
And this is what it is. They took me to the bathroom. That's funny.
Yeah, I miss them.
I was sort of just thinking about, it's kind of weird. We are sort of the same person, I was sort of just vaguely just thinking about how interesting it is to remember your first encounters with some people today. I was like, it's just weird. It's just something not weird in a bad way or negative way. It's just almost like sentimental.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to see if you can like really pinpoint the
Your
pivotal moment of actually meeting somebody.
That's funny because I do that with our coworkers a lot. But I used to bring the girls to where we work a long time ago, before I worked there.
Yeah.
And I try to remember, like, okay, so when I brought them here, I think so-and-so waited our table, or I think, did I see this person? And so it is cool to try to remember when's the first time you actually met somebody.
Right. And what you thought of them.
Yeah.
I love doing that. There's something slightly creepy about it, but it's interesting. It's very interesting to think about. Wait, so what are you reading?
I'm not reading anything. I wanted to talk about one book because my niece has a friend.
Okay.
She's going to be 17 this year, right? Her friend is close to her age. They're about the same age, and she wrote a book. It's not under her. It's under a pen name. The name she published under is V.P. Harris, and it's called Garon Dragonseeker. Take my glasses off and make sure I'm reading this right. That is a G, right? Gro. Oh, that's crap. Okay, really edit this.
So, are you on Amazon?
Yes, it's on Amazon.
So, if you scroll down to the item details,
oh, shut up!
It should actually have like
it's
a normal
literally
font
right next to it.
Okay.
Crown Dragonseeker by V.P. Harris. It's only $10,
cool.
And it's 150 pages, right? It's only 150 pages.
Oh my gosh!
Huh? It's not on Kindle, but it is on Amazon. So you get a physical book. I want you to look up Crown Dragonseeker and look at the cover.
Okay. Crown Dragon Seeker.
Dragonseeker is one word, but crown is
Okay.
a separate word.
Oh, who did the cover?
My niece's friend's mother did the cover.
It's cute.
It is cute.
That's really cute.
And to tell a little bit about it without trying to give it, I haven't read it, so I can't give it away.
Oh my gosh.
This kingdom is run by a king who hates dragons. And
Haters.
so
Haters gonna hate.
he's a terrible person.
Yeah, clearly.
So someone wants to take over the kingdom, if I understand correctly, and he knows where a colony of dragons are. So he tells the king where there's this colony of dragons so that the king will take his army out of the city and he can go into the city and take it over. If I understood correctly, that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Or that's what happens. And so then the princess is on the side of the dragons, I think. She likes dragons. And so she has to go against her father to save the dragons.
Drama.
There's a lot going on. So if you're interested in dragons, which I know a lot of people are, so if you're interested in dragons, you should definitely check that out.
Guess what? I added it to my list.
Yay!
That's a very cute cover.
Yeah, I thought so.
I really like that. I really like that. That's really cute. Good job, quote unquote VP Harris. Wink, wink. I don't know your real name.
I don't either.
It's okay.
No,
Oh,
it's my niece's friend. I don't.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I don't know her.
That's funny. For some reason, I left off. That's my niece.
Right.
Like, wow. Okay. A lot of drama we're talking about today.
I don't know my niece's name.
Sheesh. Yeah, that's really cute. I am still listening to The School for Good Mothers by Jessamine Chan. Jessamine, that's what I'm going with.
Heard.
All right, Jessamine Chan.
You've been listening to that for a while.
I'm having like, I just don't feel like listening to audiobooks.
Oh.
I just don't.
You just want to sit down with an actual book, a physical book. I understand.
Every time it's hard. I have so much time to listen to an audiobook on the way to work, on the way back from work.
Yeah.
It's a good, at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's a good solid chunk of time I could use to listen to audiobooks. I have not been wanting to listen to audiobooks. I'm like, let me just turn on some music and jam on the way home because that's what I feel like doing.
I listened to Queen at work the other day.
There you go.
It really helps start your day to listen to music.
Yeah, sometimes it does. And I love the feeling of how productive I love how it makes me feel productive and accomplished.
Yeah.
When I drive an hour to work and I'm like, oh yeah, I really like this audiobook. I'm really in my audiobook now. Yeah. Good job, me. And that starts my day pretty well. And I don't think it's the audiobook. I just think it's me. I like the book so far.
I will say that I would rather listen to Queen on the way to work and get like pumped than listen to Michael J. Sullivan and be sobbing on the way.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was pulling into work, sobbing and not wanting to be done listening either, by the way. Like I was like, I could just like go home.
I could just
and
quit.
listen to the book. But I need money, so I didn't do that. But then I'm like going into work with red, puffy eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a few of those. Can relate.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just listening to a book.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. Shut up. Yeah, I am liking this book. This is about the story where this woman, she keeps saying it in the book, and when she describes it to people and she tells them about the situation, she says that she had a very bad day. She is the mother of a toddler, and her very bad day includes just setting her toddler in like a little play seat and running to her office real quick, separate from her house, and not realizing she's actually gone for like 2 hours. And then she comes back and like the authorities were called because the neighbors could hear her baby crying and what's going on. And she's like, she just had a bad day. She had a really bad day. She was really overwhelmed. Her toddler had an ear infection. She's not been sleeping. Her mom's not been sleeping. She just had a divorce with her child's father. She's just going through it.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying it's okay to leave your toddler home alone. I'm just saying she's just had a bad time. And the judge she ends up having to go to court, and the judge sentences her to a year at a school for good mothers. That's the name of the title. Mm-hmm. Funny, right? But basically, it's this school where they are supposed to teach you what you're supposed to do as a parent for a year. The whole year she doesn't get to see her toddler. Oh,
they took the baby away?
Yeah, she's not with her. She's with her dad. Oh, it's crazy. So the whole book is basically a metaphor for like how there's no one way that good motherhood can be taught. Mm-hmm. You know? And that it's all subjective to your life and your child.
They could have just left her with the baby.
I know. I'm like, you're so mad that she left her for 2 hours, but you took her away for a year.
Not a whole year. Like
it's bad. And exactly. So
y'all couldn't hear, but Emma said, how are you going to learn to be a good mom without your kid?
Right. And again, not saying it's okay to leave your toddler home alone for 2 hours. Okay. Not saying that, not justifying it. I'm just saying it's hard. I mean, and it's a metaphor for like how hard motherhood is.
I feel like they should have taken into, I know it's not a real story.
Right.
I feel like it should be taken into account. Depression is a real thing.
Right.
And she's obviously going through depression.
Going through it.
I feel like that her mental state should have been taken into account.
Right.
And she should have been required to get counseling.
Yeah.
Maybe for her depression.
It's extremely frustrating.
I feel like it's an extreme response.
So they take away her toddler and they're like, we're going to have supervised visits.
It's not like she tried to kill the baby or
right. And some of the people that are in this school for good mothers like put their children in a hole. And it's like, why aren't you in prison? Hello?
Whoa.
I'm confused. This is not.
Yeah, this seems lenient for what you did.
But they take her away and give her supervised visits and everything, which, okay, I understand if she had an incident, she's got to be, like, watched now. I get that. But, like, the social worker is, like, against her. Like, she is not her friend. And it is so frustrating as, like, the listener of the audiobook to sit here and be like, she is trying so hard and you are not even giving her the time of day.
It's not like she was, I don't know, doing drugs.
Right.
Right. Giving her kid something she shouldn't have that was dangerous.
Yeah. There's a lot.
I think she just lost track of time.
Yeah.
It sounds like she
was just exhausted and maybe needed some help.
Right.
Yeah. So it's frustrating to listen to. It's intriguing to listen to because of the way that they lay out this whole school for good mothers. Mm-hmm. It's like an old college campus that they all have to go to. They all have to wear like sort of like prison, kind of like a camp. I mean, they all have to wear like prison, like jumpsuits and stuff like that. They have uniforms. They have scheduled time to eat. They have like pretend babies they have to work with.
Wait, is she having to live there?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
So she doesn't just go there.
No.
How is
she lives there? So with a bunch of other women.
So basically, she is in jail.
Yes.
What's happening with her house? She lost her house.
Insert that emoji. I don't know. Arms are up. Eats me. Yeah, it's good.
Wait, they sent her to jail because she left her kid home for 2 hours?
Yeah.
One time.
What gets me is that the social worker wasn't even like, you could tell that she's not a bad mom.
She didn't leave the baby in a car in 100-degree temperatures in Georgia with the windows rolled up.
Boy.
Not that that's ever happened before.
Boy. Anyway, but it's intriguing so far. I mean, it's still really good. I haven't been feeling like listening to audiobooks.
I think I'd be really mad at that book.
It's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. Yeah. Yep. I also have started rereading a series. I'm rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas.
Does our friend know that?
No. Oh. Okay, so fun moment. Woo. She's been wanting me to read. Well, she's been wanting me to read the last book. She's like, I don't even care if you read the whole series. And I'm like, girl, I gotta reread the whole series. That's just who I am. I have to. It's been a while. It's been like over a year now since I've read those books.
I gotta refresh your memory.
Gotta do it again. Gotta experience the second book again. If you know, you know. A Court of Mist and Fury. And so I'm in the first book still, but I didn't start it until like a few days ago. And I went to work. One of our coworkers, I don't know if she listens to the podcast. I'm going to ask her. She just was, working, and I was working. And she came up behind me and was like, so guess what, Brooke? And I was like, what? She's like, I started reading a book. And I was like, oh, you should tell me. What is it? I want to know. I'm intrigued. She said, I just started reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I said, you did not. I said, sister, I'm going to start reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. And she was like, yeah, I really like it so far. She was like, I'm really not that far into it, though. I'm only like in I think it was like the second chapter or something. Mm-hmm. I was like, it's okay. It's all right. You're going to like it. You're going to like it. I know you are. I think you're going to like it. So, I mean, she was all excited about reading it. And I was like, you know what? This is my sign. So I started it. But yeah, it was my sign. It was my moment. So I'm like halfway done. I'm enjoying it. I'm really like speeding through it because I want to get to the second book. Because I know what happens in the second book.
Oh, you're funny.
Yeah.
And how many books are in this series?
5 books. But that's all I'm reading.
All right.
Which is basically nothing. The other day, I left for work, and I forgot to take food out of the freezer.
Uh-oh.
You know how it be. And so I texted Austin, and I was like, can you take something out of the freezer? I don't care what. And I was like, also, if you don't mind, can you plug up my Kindle? It's on the bookshelf. And he did. And because I've been tempted to like start reading a Kindle book.
Mm-hmm. Hey, don't you still have a book on Kindle you need to finish, or no?
No.
Did you finish?
Oh, well, unless you're talking about The Turn of the Screw.
Yes.
But I've decided I'm not going to finish that on Kindle. I'm going to buy a physical copy and read it. And then there was that book I had started reading because it was supposed to be similar to A Court of Thorns and Roses. And it was like way too profane. The profanity. It was too much for me. Oh my gosh, Remy, your tail is hitting the speaker or the table. Yeah, but that's all. I mean,
all right. Well, sounds like we're done then, huh?
Oh,
who
won the contest?
Oh,
the giveaway. Who won the giveaway, Becky?
Your aunt won the giveaway.
My aunt did. Hold on.
And we extended it for another week for one person in particular who still didn't do it.
She didn't do it. And she's going to hear this and go to work the next day and see us and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I meant to. I wanted to so bad. Dang it. And I was like, well, tough luck. My wonderful aunt, Mary Williams. Congratulations.
Yay.
You get a t-shirt and a candle.
And a candle.
And some bookmarks.
Yep.
Because we love you. Thanks for playing. All right, that's all I got.
Once again, Brooke's family to the rescue.
Always.
Oh, well, my family listens every once in a while at least. I've caught my mom listening to it before. Not caught.
Oh my gosh. So that reminds me. It's so cringy. I hate hearing it when I don't listen to it. Like ugh. So I got into my friend's car. And her phone just automatically, it connects to their car. Mm-hmm. And so it just starts playing immediately once she's in the car.
Right.
Words are hard. And she, on the way to my house, she had been listening to the podcast. So we got into her car and it just started playing. And she was like, oh, God, this is awkward. Let me pause that. And all of a sudden, I was just sitting there minding my business. And I heard me. And I was like, no. Can't do that.
That's funny.
That's
weird.
I don't like that. Did not like that.
That's funny.
I'm such a hater. I just don't like hearing my voice.
I sound weird.
No, you sound great. I sound like straight up cornbread and okra. That's what I sound like.
But that's where we're from. That's okay.
We're from cornbread.
It's all right. I said something in the car on the way here, and Emma goes, did you say that on purpose?
Hold on. I know, so growing up, I'm very prideful of where we're from, as most of us are.
Right.
That's a fact. But I never really thought I sounded Southern, country, hick-like. I never thought I did. And then I would, when I get excited though, or when I get mad,
mm-hmm.
and I and I try to talk really, really fast, it's like the words are just one string
of southernness.
And none of the words are spoken correctly. And I sound like a dunce. And I never really realized it. And my sister, she never wanted to sound Southern. I guess she never really cared. She didn't like that. She didn't like that accent. I hear you in there, Birdie. She didn't like hearing Southern accents. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. Maybe she had a bad experience. But then she would just talking, and one day she would just say something, and the way it sounded, I would just look at her. She would just look at me. She's like, "It sounded really Southern, didn't it?" And I was like, "Yeah." Now she doesn't care. Right. She doesn't care. And in fact, I think she probably embraces it a little bit, which is that's fine. I think you should. We are who we are.
My dad's sister had the most beautiful Southern accent to me. Like, yeah. I thought it was the epitome of a Southern accent.
Yeah.
And didn't care for her too much. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
That's a joke. For legal reasons. That's a joke.
She called everybody sugar.
Oh, yeah.
And she would be like, "Hey, sugar." Uh-huh. And she just sounded so...
You just want to pinch her cheeks.
I loved it. And I heard a recording of my granddaddy not that long ago, and I said...
That's nice.
Oh, my granddaddy... I loved my granddaddy. He was just amazing. I loved him. He was my favorite person. But he died 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I didn't remember what he sounded like. I mean, it's 20 years. Right. I haven't heard him in a long time.
Yeah.
So when I was listening,
but the second you do hear it,
I said, "Oh, Granddaddy sounded like a Southern gentleman. Like,
ooh,
he had a really nice little accent." And I was like, "Oh, I miss Granddaddy." Like,
not a bow.
A bow. And I always wish that I had that cute.
Oh, I know.
Little
That's my issue.
Have a hick accent.
That's my issue. I love me a good Southern drawl.
Like, sugar?
I ain't got no Southern drawl.
How are you today, sugar? Yeah. But that's not how I sound.
Like, I want to sound like a Southern belle.
Yeah.
And I don't. I sound like cornbread. It's sad.
We have people who come through with these beautiful British accents or even
that's
Hispanic.
like a moment that you stop working and tell you go over and you're like, hey,
listen,
they got a British accent.
Or like even Hispanic accents are so beautiful. And I always wonder, like, do they think my accent is cute? Like,
or do they think I'm stupid? Yeah.
Does my accent sound as cute to them as their accent sounds to me?
Right. I know. I always want to know. Maybe we need to start telling people when they sound amazing. And maybe they'll start telling us what they think.
I don't know. If we don't sound amazing, we don't want to hear that.
I gotta know the truth. I gotta know. Yeah. How are you liking this?
I thought it was cute.
Yeah. I think the Bangs are making their grand finale.
You think?
Yeah. I think the Bangs might be leaving. Exiting the building.
What are you thinking about doing with your hair?
This.
Just letting it be long, like everything?
I'm going to have to just keep pinning it back until they're long enough to get styled.
I think they're cute pinned back.
Thank you. It's going to be my new look for the next several months, so I hope it looks okay.
I thought it looked very country.
Okay, good.
And I don't mean that in a negative. That's not a negative.
No, I take that as a positive.
It is a compliment.
Yeah.
A positive compliment.
I take it as a positive.
Good. We were driving around the country today, and I kept thinking, it actually made me a little sad because like, I just want to be here.
This is where I want to be.
I don't want to be in the city anymore.
Yeah. The city sucks.
It's great for some people.
Yeah, it is.
It's great.
And they can stay there.
Yeah.
And I'll go here.
I don't begrudge anyone. City life has its perks.
Yeah.
But I just want to be in the country.
And if it's for you, it's for you.
I want to be in the country with my animals.
Mm-hmm.
And my willies.
Yeah.
If you're British, you know what that is. Just want to be
I think you want to be country British is what I think you want.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, it's not,
But I need a Scottish husband.
Woo!
Give me a Scottish accent. Don't listen, girls. I'm sorry. Emma's like, this is cringy.
I know. Everyone else is going to listen to me like, whoa. Reel it back.
No, you didn't just say that.
It grows on you as you get older. She said, I hate Scottish accents. Oh, honey, wait till you get older.
Okay.
Enough of that.
I guess that's it.
Bye. Clocking out. Peace.
Gotta go find me a Scottish man. No, kidding. I'm kidding.
If you have any good Scottish romances, Becky, send them Becky's way. That and Amish romances.
Yeah.
An Amish Scottish romance.
We were driving around, and there was this huge stretch of land where they had just gone in and cut down all the trees, which upsets me.
Yeah.
But they could have gotten pine beetles too, and you have to do that if they get those. Like, you have to get rid of that so it doesn't destroy all of the other pine trees in the area. Mm. But there was this car sitting there, like from 1950 something. It was totally not in good shape at all. It had been probably in the woods since 1950.
It's yard art now.
And I said, some guy escaped prison in that car and parked it there, got out and built a house and lived right there. She goes, okay, Mom.
All right. See, that was an idea for a book. Boom, jot it down.
I was like, I guess I should write that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am terribly romantic. It's
okay.
It's a curse.
It's not a curse.
Okay. That being said, check out the show notes, please. There should be quite a bit of information in there. And again, if you like dragons, I can't talk. If you like dragons.
I thought you were about to say Jurassic Park, and I was like,
if you like
Jurassic
Park, read that. Brooke would love it.
Yes.
If you like dragons, check out Crown Dragonseeker by V.P. Harris.
Yep.
And that's going to be in the notes too. And, of course, thank you to Sideways Sheriff, as always.
As always.
Thank you to Miss Tracy.
As always.
As always. And thank you to you guys.
As always. Sorry.
It's splendid to know that there are so many kindred spirits out there. And I hope that y'all don't mind that I have just done that quote however I feel like doing it.
Yeah. They'll be okay.
Until next time, stay happily booked.